If you're an overthinker, a perfectionist, somebody who has not performed under pressure, somebody who feels a bit of self-doubt, is always questioning if they're good enough or they're not sure how to perform when it matters most, or you're somebody who wants to get the most out of themselves and find that extra 1%, 2%, 3% to get better every single day, then this is the episode for you. Because I'm going to go into the step-by-step process that I use to help people develop their mental skills, whether it's myself and the strategies that I use for myself, or for the online clients that I use and work with every single day to help become better cricketers. Now, I believe mindset is the most important thing to nail for any person in any field. Whether you're a cricketer, whether it's in work, at school, whatever it is, your mindset dictates everything. And I'm sure you've been out there on the cricket field before. You've felt nervous or you've started to overthink something and it's negatively impacted your performances. You've gone into a game and you've already played the game inside your own head, or you've gone out to bat, you're that crippled, you're that nervous, you play a foul shot and you go out. When you're bowling, might be at the death, you don't know how to deal with these emotions that you're feeling, or there's a little voice inside your head telling you you're not good enough, or that self-doubt is crippling and you end up not performing the way you want. I know for me, personally, as a junior cricketer, that was me. I was an overthinker. I was a perfectionist. I was my harshest critic. And it made me hate playing the game of cricket. And the amount of pressure that I put on myself would be draining. I would go into games already fatigued. My mental energy was burned. And I've seen this a lot with a lot of the cricketers I work with on a daily basis. And to be fair, like one of the best things about my job and my online coaching is seeing cricketers go from some people who put copious amounts of pressure on themselves, not actually enjoying playing, to then going out there, playing with freedom. It's unbelievable. And this is some of the things I work with on a daily basis with my online clients. Probably one of the main things that I chat about on our calls or over message. So if this is something that you are interested in learning more about, you do want to work with me, then there is links down below to my online coaching. But as I said before, I've been through all this myself. There's times when I've been injured and I've been that flat. Looking back at it, there's a time I had a stress injury in my lower back when I was about 15, 16. And upon reflection, I was extremely anxious. Was I depressed? I got no idea, but I was just in the worst mindset of my whole entire life. And because there's something that was taken away from me, that was cricket. And it was a thing that I identified as the good cricketer, the gun cricketer. I was playing state juniors at the time. I was on the back of a national championship. I was sort of building this self-worth and status around being one of the best cricketers in the area and stuff like that. And this leads into part one, where the first thing you need to do to develop better mental skills, better mental fitness, mental strength, whatever you want to call it, is your identity cannot be linked as a cricketer. Me, Jason, the cricketer, I'm not a cricketer. I'm Jason, the person who happened to play cricket. That's the main identity shift. And I know if you're listening to this, you love cricket and you want to get the best out of yourself and you are desperate to improve and you love it. But the first thing you need to do is to detach yourself from being a cricketer. You are not a cricketer. You're a human being who is diverse, with multiple different interests, with multi-skilled, who has social groups and friend groups, and you're in a community and things like that. Your self-worth has to be built beyond cricket. And that's the thing that has crippled a lot of people, especially juniors who I work with as well. The earlier you can develop this stuff, the better. When I was junior, it was cricket, it was footy, it was sport. That was all I am. And when you get injured and the cricket gets taken away from you, then what? it leads into a really bad spiral of mental skills. You're not playing well in cricket. What does that lead to? Your self-worth, you think people don't like you, all those sorts of things start to happen. It's so important to have a diverse way where you get your self-worth from. Whether it's from doing well in school, whether it's from being a good friend, being a good family member, whatever it is, like think about all the things in your life. And a nice little tool you can do is draw a circle and then make like a pie chart. So where you divide, some part of your life is cricket. Then what's the other? How else do you spend your time? Is it school? Is it work? Is it uni? Socializing? Is it playing another sport? Is it learning a hobby? Is it music? Is it riding bikes? Like whatever it is. Like it can be. You know you better than me. There's copious amounts of examples of what it can be. I want you to draw that pie chart out and find what you are outside of cricket. That's the most important thing. I can't stress this enough at the start, is that you're not a cricketer. Your identity needs to be you, the person who is diverse with multiple different interests where you can draw your self-worth from. That's the key. If we don't get over that hurdle at the start, then the rest of the stuff I'm going to go into is going to be null and void. Then, at the end of that, I want you to write down some personal values. What are the things that you value? What are the things that you will hold your hat on and will derive your identity from? Who are you as a person? Not, above 120. It's like we need to develop some, as a more diverse person who develops their self-worth from somewhere else. That's part one of developing a great holistic mental skills, mental fitness, mental strength framework. You who goes and plays cricket and goes to cricket training, but as soon as you come back home, you're a son, you're a husband, you're a daughter, you're a wife, whatever you are. That's who you are. It's important to distinguish between those two. It's going to keep you mentally fresher. It's also going to mean that you're more mentally resilient. Because when the cricket's not going good, because cricket's not going to go good all the time, it's not going to ruin your whole life. It's not going to ruin your day because you got other things to lean back on. That's the key, number one. If I'll pause this. I'll be drawing this pie chart out and I'll be drawing your self-worth from these things, and I'll be writing down some personal values and potentially a purpose statement. Like, what are you trying to contribute? How are you going to contribute to society, to life? What are some things that you do well outside of sport? That's the most important thing, number one. Because then when cricket doesn't go well, you're going to be okay. And that's the key. Not letting cricket ruin your life like it did to me. Like, there'd be times when I would be like, I do not want to go cricket. There'd be times where I was wishing I was getting injured when I was a junior because I wasn't playing that well. Like, how ridiculous is that? Absolutely ridiculous. Not uncommon as well. Like, a lot of people feel this way, but at the same time, illogical is probably the way to describe that. It's illogical because I didn't learn these mental skills that we're about to go into from now. Next thing I'm massive on is controlling the narrative. We create this narrative about ourselves without even thinking. It's the way how you describe yourself. It's the voice inside your head. It's you telling yourself, I'm not good at spin. Or it's you telling yourself, I'm so bad at bowling to left-handers. That's something I'll tell myself. Left-hander on strike. I know I'm not good at left-hand. I'm not good at bowling left-handers. And I'll be stressing, this is not good. I always bowl cut shots to left-handers. Two left-handers come out. Like, I'm open the bowling, two left-handers come out the bat, and I've already defeated myself. Or you rock up to this ground and you tell yourself, last time I was at this ground, I got a duck. And you're like, I can't make runs here. You're already defeating yourself before you got there. It's like those who say they can and those who say they can't are both generally right. It's like the narrative that you tell yourself is so powerful. And this is not just in cricket, everyday life. If you tell yourself you can't do something, you're not going to be able to do it. If you Convince yourself that you're a certain type of person, you're not a good person, or whatever it is. If you're a nervous cricketer, if you're an anxious person, if you tell yourself you're anxious, guess what? You're going to be anxious. I'll tell you that right now. If you tell yourself you're nervous, you're going to be nervous. I'll tell you that right now. This is the most important thing. But it also works positively as well. Unfortunately, though, the way the human body is wired is to look for threats. This is based on like our caveman days when we could like die pretty easily. So we're always looking for threats. We're always looking for the reason for something could kill us. So we are risk adverse. But there's no real risk anymore. Like, we live in a society where there's technology where our life isn't under threat, but we're still using the same mindset system back then. We haven't evolved with that yet. So that is why we're always looking at the negative and we're looking to be risk adverse. So because we know that, we can overtake that narrative. So if you are going to tell yourself a narrative that you can't do this or it's not going to work against you, like if that's going to happen, and as human beings, we do love telling stories and narrative and things like that. It's a nice way for us to conceptualize things. We may as well tell a narrative that's going to help us. We may as well create a narrative that serves us getting better. So do that. Let's do that. Is the narrative you're telling yourself helping or hurting you? Like, you may as well tell yourself that this is the perfect conditions for you. I listened to a podcast by Tom Hendry. Unbelievable. It was on Dylan Friends. And he was talking about, like, so when he was a world-class athlete, Ironman, every single time he'd go to an event, he'd be like, oh, it's my perfect conditions today. It's like, yeah, it's whatever the conditions were, he'd say, this is perfect for me because this, and this. And then he'd go to the next race, the next week, and the conditions would be completely different. But he'd tell himself, oh, these are the perfect conditions for me. And it's fine reasons. This is why. So as, let's say, a bowler, you go to a game and it's a green top. You go, oh, how good is this? My perfect conditions. You go, yeah, it's perfect conditions. It's a green seamer. I'm just going to put the ball up there. It will nip around and it'll do it for me. This is absolutely perfect. I've been training for this. How good is this? Then you go to next week and it's a flatty. Not a blade of grass on it. You go, instead of telling yourself, oh, no, it's a flat one today. Jeez, I'm going to get hit around. Oh, fuck. You go, no, how good is this? My perfect conditions. This is giving me the opportunity to work on, this is giving me the opportunity to show you the craft that I've been developing. I've been working on those cutters. I know that I can build pressure by stump to stump. This is perfect for me because I know the batter's going to think it's going to be a field day. So they're going to come and be a bit more relaxed. And you just create this narrative. Like, you create the narrative that whatever your skill set is perfect for that day. You go in, it's 40 degrees, right? It's hot as. Instead of telling yourself, oh, it's so hot today. Geez, it's going to be hard. Geez, it's going to be tough. You go, oh, perfect conditions today. I've been doing Coxie's 10-week running program that's for free, and that's in the link in the bio down below. Or I've been following, I've joined his online coaching. I've done all the fitness work, and we've put in a tremendous amount of work. That means I'm going to have that edge over my opponents. I've been working with Coxie. I've been following his programs. He's been coaching me every single week. Or I've just been following his content. I've got the edge over everybody else here who hasn't been doing that. I'm the fittest. I'm the strongest. I'm the most powerful. I'm the most physically prepared. So this is perfect for me. I know I'm going to dominate today. And it's that narrative control. It is that narrative control that's so important. And we may as well create a narrative that allows you to perform the way you want to do. That's part 2. Part 3, acceptance-based thinking. You don't need to eliminate your negative thoughts. That's a misconception. People who are mentally strong, mentally fit, whatever you want to call it, don't not experience negative thoughts. They don't not experience anxiety. They don't not experience nerves. These are natural human emotions. These are great. What the difference between someone who is really, really good mentally and really, really poor is that They'll let the thought dictate their emotions and their actions. Instead, what you need to do is just accept your thoughts and feelings and then act anyway. Allow these negative thoughts to come into your mind, exist, acknowledge them, but then just don't act on them. It's acknowledge it, accept, refocus. Essentially, let's say, you have these thoughts. You go, oh God, this player is a really good player today. He's had my measure. He's got me out the last couple of times. Let's go, okay, cool. Accept it. But I'm going to go back to my process anyway. It's like, oh, gee, I really struggle bowling the left-handers. I'll be like, at top of marker, I'll be like, all right, cool. Accept that thought. But I'm still going to focus on running in hard and hitting the deck really, really hard this ball. Just learn that thought that come into your mind, accept it, but then go back to your process. Then go back to your plan. There's a good metaphor for this. It's like you're a bus driver, right? And all these negative thoughts is noise. It's people chatting in the back. As a bus driver, you still need to drive the bus to the next stop, even with noise in the background, even with people talking. It might be easier to drive the bus in quiet, but you still need to get the job done. See it as noise. Don't see it as kids coming up to the front and taking the steering wheel and driving away. It's just noise. It's just noise. You can still drive the bus with noise. Next thing we need to talk about is have some psychological flexibility. Your ability to pivot mentally under stress, it defines your ceiling. What I mean by that is your mental state is going to fluctuate throughout a day's play. So it's important to just accept the fact that you're not going to feel confident or feel a certain way all throughout the day. It's going to fluctuate. We're fatiguing, it's hot, it might be cold, it might be on and off for rain delays, whatever it is. There's going to be parts of the game where there's going to be momentum shifts, you're going to be bowling well, you're going to be bowling poorly, whatever it is. But it's important to come into games like knowing this. Like right now, let's say it's May 29, I can tell you right now on October 5 or 6, whenever round 1 is in Australia, that you're going to get hit for 4, you are going to bowl a wide, you're probably going to bowl no ball because it's the first game, someone's going to drop a catch. These things are going to happen. I'm telling you this right now. I'm giving you the time to prepare. Let's create a plan. Grab out your pen and paper right now and let's create a plan on how you're going to react. These are called if-then plans. If I get hit for 4, then I want you to write that down. If I get hit for 4, then I'm going to do this. What are you going to do? You tell me right now. You write this down right now. You tell yourself right now. And then train over the off season. Or if you're in the UK or in India right now, and if you're in the middle of your season, it's not too late. You can do this right now. If somebody drops a catch, then I. Let's plan for this right now. We have the time. If you're listening to this or watching this right now, you are ahead of 99% of the people you're playing against. You have the advantage. Plan ahead. And then you have the opportunity to go to training this week or next week, whenever your training starts, and train this. Like, train your emotions. Have flexibility. Come in with a plan. And then you can write things down, like after if you're playing games right now, write things down. Like, ask the question, what challenged me today and how did I respond? This can be in everyday life. These things aren't just linked to cricket. This is linked to life. When you get challenged, how did you respond? Write that down. And if, like, trust me, if you get challenged, let's say, let's say you're driving somewhere, someone like cut in front of you, you blew up. Write that down. You're probably not going to be proud of yourself when you write that down, and you'll probably create a change in your actions the next time you do it. Writing things down makes it real. Let's write some more things down. What challenged me today? How did I respond? That could be a nice prompt for you to start adding into your daily journal. Part 5, competency over confidence. Confidence is a feeling. Being competent is evidence. I want you to stop chasing confidence. I want you to just build undeniable proof that you can do what you want to do. I don't want you to feel like you can execute a Yorker. I want you to bowl and execute that many Yorkers at training that it is impossible for you to think that you can't not do it. I don't want you to think that your forward defence is good enough to handle a good spell of bowling. I want you to put yourself under that much pressure at training, crank that bowling machine up, face the best bowlers, juice up the wickets, create an environment where your training is that hard. And then I want you to train like that for months to build a skill set to handle that. So your forward defence is actually unbelievable. I need you to build your competence. I need you to, at training, create a training environment that is that hard. And I need you to problem solve. I need you to be able to review and analyse your training so that there is no doubt. You have built up so much evidence in your brain that you've done that. I need you to train match day scenarios. I need there to be 10 runs to win with 6 balls to go. And I need you to train that 50 times before the season starts so that when you're in that situation, it's not, oh no, I think I can do it. It's, no, I've done this. I've been in this situation so many times at training. With this field, the bowler set that field. Then I know I can play this shot to this sort of bowler, whatever it is. This is why we train. To build undeniable proof. For example, before I recorded my first podcast, I had no idea if I could do it. Now, after 20, 30, 40, whatever I've done, I know I can talk for 20, 30 minutes. Before I taught my first person how to run properly, their running mechanics, I didn't feel confident because I wasn't competent. Now, I know I can do it. I've done it millions of times. I've got great results with my clients. And now I don't think, oh, God, am I confident? Can I do this? I've just built up that much evidence that I know I get results and help people get better. That's the key. That's the main thing. Don't just think, oh, God, I wish I can feel confident today. Train it. Train the scenario that you're going to be in. And then execute it. So then there's no way in your head that you can not succeed. It's important when you're playing in the middle, is part 7, that you have the freedom to compete. When players play at their best, it's fearless, it's not holding back, and it's trusting their gut. You are trusting your gut. You're in flow, you're in rhythm, and you're just trusting that. It's when we start trying to make games like training. Where you're thinking about things, thinking about technique, thinking about whatever it is, and overthinking, overanalyzing. We can do that technical work at training. We can worry about these certain things at training and try and tweak things. When you're out in the middle, you need that freedom to compete. You need to be able to just let go, house leather, and trust whatever you've done at training is it. As soon as we start overthinking, we start slowing down, because then we move from thinking is conscious. We want to be working with our subconscious. We just want to be reacting, trusting our gut. Might be worth having the word react written on your shoes or whatever it is, or fearless or something like that. This is why your training stands, and everything you do at training, whether it's working with me for your strength and conditioning, or I'm helping you with developing a training plan, you're doing your bowling workloads, you're running, whether it's, we're doing some drills to help implement some certain things for your technique with bowling, whatever it is. It's trusting the training that you're doing. That's trusting the training is actually making you better. And then, when you go into the game, you can just play with freedom. All right, cool. I've done the training. Now I'm just going to go compete, have fun. That is why you're training, and making sure your training gets you better is the key. That's what I'm so massive on. The next step is emotional control. When you're out there, you're going to be experiencing so many different emotions. Your breath is so important with this. When you're out in the middle, anxiety is linked to everything speeding up. Your breath starts to increase its rate. You start going from deep, slow breaths to short, shallow breaths. Everything gets a little bit jittery. Everything gets really, really fast. Slow down. Take your time. The bowler doesn't need to bowl the ball until it's ready. The batter doesn't need to face up till it's ready. Take an extra second. Take that deep breath. 3 seconds in, 3 seconds out. Drop the shoulders. Then go. If you do feel like anxiety is building up, slow down. Slow down. Next part, you need to have ruthless ownership. Everything is your fault, good or bad. Responsibility is power. You are in control of your destiny. Take control. Don't blame others. Don't blame the coach for dropping you. Don't blame somebody for this and for that. Stop being the victim. It's all your fault. It's all your fault. It's no one else's fault. You are in control of your life, your decisions. It's all up to you. And that can be a bit daunting at once, because I know a lot of people, if you're listening to this, I was the same. I blamed the coach I was playing at for setting up an environment. I hated playing cricket and I didn't enjoy it. I blamed the coach for dropping me for certain reasons. Truth be told, if I was training better, if I was training at a high standard, if I was doing work on my mental skills, if I could detach my identity from cricket, if I could have a different perspective on life and reframe things and draw my self-worth from somewhere else, I could have enjoyed cricket more. If I had the ability to filter information, take information that the coach was giving me and not take it to heart and to see it as, yep, I might take this part to help my game, but this I won't. Cool. And be unemotional about it and just take the feedback on. I wouldn't have hated the coach. If I took care of my body better, if I was fitter, if I was stronger, if I had better training standards, if I knew the stuff that I was talking about today around how to perform under pressure, I would have taken more wickets and I would have been undroppable. Take ownership, please, just take ownership of everything, good and bad. Once you take ownership, you have the power. And that's what I think a lot of people lack. They feel like they're helpless. But at the end of the day, it's all on you. Good and bad. So it's good as well. So if you score 100, it's not because of anybody else, it's because of you. If you take FIFA, it's because of the hard work that you've put in. But the same reason why you get dropped, it's all on you. And if someone says something bad to you and makes you upset and angry, don't throw toys out of the cot. Do the work mentally to be able to someone to say something bad to you and to you not emotionally react. There's something called the let them theory by Mel Robbins, where you can't control anybody else. You can only control yourself. That's the only thing in your control. So let's focus on that. Control the controllables. I can't believe it's taken this long to even say that, but you need to control what you can. You got to let people do what they want. If the coach wants to drop you, let them. If the coach wants to challenge you on something you don't agree with it, let them. If your dad wants to criticize you and be on your back, let him. Just let them. And detach that control from it. Because it's all about you. Take ownership. Take ownership. Another thing from Tom Hendry as well. It's the for you mindset. And this links perfectly into the last one. It's things are not happening to you. Things are happening for you. This is a mental reframing thing. So if you get dropped, it's not thinking, oh God, I got dropped. How bad is this? This is happening for me. Why is it? What can I learn from this? It's a 3-question framework. What happened? Okay, I got dropped. Or I got hit for 4. Whatever it is. What can I learn? Okay. What can I learn from this? And then how can I grow from this? So let's in-game example. Okay, I got hit for 3 sixes in a row. Instead of going, oh, this is the worst thing ever, I'm done. Have the mindset, tell yourself, what a great opportunity for me to show some serious resilience right now and fight back. Simple as that. Adversity is an opportunity for you to show resilience. Not an opportunity for you to crack the sads and feel sorry for yourself. Massive one. And I'll tell you, I felt that when I was playing too. So this isn't simple. This is very, very easy from behind the camera. Not as easy in the game. And I do know that. Shane Watson's book, The Winner's Mindset, recommend it for everyone. He talks about building belief through reps. Like, you need to build undeniable evidence, as I said before. But one thing he's massive on is using consistent routines to anchor your focus. If you want consistent results, you need to think consistently and act consistently. It's as simple as that. So if you want to bowl the ball on the same spot 6 balls in a row, you probably want to be thinking about the same thing 6 balls in a row. You probably want to be doing the same thing to get yourself into the right routine, into the right positions, 6 balls in a row. Train your routine. Train, whether it's your pre-game routine, pre-ball routine, day before routine. The more consistent you are in your life, the more consistent your process is, the more consistent the outcome is going to be. We can control the process. We can't always control the outcome. Work on developing consistent routines so you can prepare and then let go. That's it. Trust your process. Release yourself from the outcome. Go through your pre-ball routine. Tell yourself, all right, let's fucking do it. Let's do it. And see what happens. Trust yourself. Trust your routines. Trust your habits. Nerves. Let's talk about nerves. Nerves don't mean you're mentally weak. Nerves just mean that you care. Let's reframe nerves as this bad thing. Who told you that nerves was bad? I've been nervous and played really fucking good. I've also been nervous and played really, really shit. So nerves doesn't mean that you're going to play good or bad. Like, you can, at the end of the day, you still got to perform. Just like the thing I talked about before, the bus analogy. Emotions and thoughts, it's all noise. You can still drive the bus from A to B. Reframe nerves as a bad thing and call it performance fuel. Yeah? Whenever you're nervous, you go, sit there going, oh God, I'm nervous, this is not good. Think, I've got so much performance fuel right now. It adds so much adrenaline through my body that I can use, and I've got so much energy from that. How good is this? I've got so much performance fuel. Embrace it. If you do feel like nerves are starting to creep into some bit more anxiety levels, like slow your breathing down, control that. But let's reframe nerves and let's see nerves as a positive thing. In summary, what are some of the big things here? From my journey and from what I've helped all my online clients with that I help with is, I think number one is, in a quick summary, is your identity. Let's make sure that you have divide your self-worth from somewhere, not just cricket. Control your narrative. Control what happens inside your own head. Do something that serves you. Don't think something. Don't control a narrative into something that's negative. Control a narrative into something that's positive. Accept your thoughts. Control the controllables. It all comes down to that. If you can influence it, control it. If you can't, we've got to let go. I hope you enjoyed that discussion. Let me know your thoughts. I'd love to know your thoughts on that in the comments down below. Mindset's massive, and it's something I love talking about. I could talk about this all day, and I have 30, 40, an hour-long phone calls with my online clients I work with on this stuff around games and training to help sort their lives out, because it's such a thing. Because there's so much noise when it comes to with cricketers, and we're overthinkers and we're self-doubters, and it happens so often. And I was that too, and I love helping people work through that. So if you have felt that and you want to work with somebody who can help you with your mental skills and get you super fit and powerful and strong, and also help you with your nutrition and take care and be a bit of a mentor to you, and help be a bit of a sounding board for you to help you play the highest level cricket you ever have been, which most players seem to do after joining my coaching, then the links are down below to join my coaching. I'd love to help you out, honestly. Coaching I love it right now. It's so good. But if you haven't subscribed or liked the video, please give it a like, subscribe, and I'll see you guys next week. And that's a wrap for today's show. Thanks for watching, guys. I know you haven't subscribed yet, so please make sure you do right now. Leave a review and let me know any feedback or any questions that you have from this previous episode. If you are interested in becoming the best cricketer that you've ever been and getting coaching from me, I have all my links down below in the description for either my in-person and based in Melbourne or my online coaching where you can be anywhere around the world. Thanks, guys. Feel free to share with a friend, and thanks for tuning in. Win the day.